Our forest bathing assignment has really shown me a different way to look at nature and really think about specific things when I'm walking outside rather than just trying to get from point to point. Especially moving to this new school, things have been so much more different from where I came from. It's been so much more lush and green here. Back home in SoCal, it was very dead and deserty, so I'm very grateful to have this experience out here in the forest. One thing that really stood out to me during these forest bathing assignments is the different animals I see. I've seen wild turkey, deer, so many things that I haven't seen back home. The first place I decided to go forest bathing was outside my house by the river there. Since there's a lot of water flow, I guess, there was a ton of blackberries, which I have to make sure to come back to because they were all dried up for them. But I spent most of the time by the river dipping my feet in. It was actually very nice considering that it was kind of chilly out. There were even little fish that I noticed in the stream that would come up and nibble on me every now and then, and got jump scared by a crawfish that climbed out from underneath the rocks. But it was really just a nice experience to relax and listen to the water as it flowed by and look at all the different reflections inside. For my second forest bathing experience, I went a little way further out to the overlook by a big bridge where I could see the river below me and the train tracks and everything. This was the forest bathing assignment where we focused on sound, and the train was definitely the loudest thing. Rattling on the tracks and blowing the horn every now and then. But when it wasn't going by, I could also hear the river, the water going by on all the rocks, and the leaves blowing in the wind since we were in a pretty open area. Sometimes when you'd walk around, you'd get a little scared because a lizard would run by and there would be a rattle in the leaves. But it was also very nice to just look out and sit there and enjoy it. My last two forest bathing assignments took place in the tree nets off of one of the roads. I don't know where my friend took me, but it was a bunch of nets of rope strangled up on a tree where you could sit above everything, and I really loved that experience because you could lay up really high with all of the trees and see how all their different branches moved and all the patterns of the leaves, and you could also look down and see all the rocks going down the mountain where you couldn't normally hike. It was just so peaceful to just lay up there and be one with nature and feel the net move with the trees that moved alongside it from the wind. One takeaway I'm definitely going to take from this experience is learning how to relax, especially in a stressful situation. I can learn to go outside and breathe and just focus on things around me, and that would definitely help calm me down. Definitely think about nature differently from seeing all the different details in it and how everything works and how the river flows and how the trees sway. Hopefully doing this more often will lead to a lot less stressful life for me, and it can help me calm down when I'm in the stress of just being around people or having to do schoolwork or something like that. And one strategy I found is definitely just relaxing and being in the moment and trying to clear your mind. Overall, I really enjoyed the forest bathing experience, and I think I will be doing it a lot more to help relieve stress and just look at the way nature works and how this world was intended to be.